In 2026, the Taiwan Strait becomes the world's most dangerous flashpoint. Decades of rising tension between China, Taiwan, and the United States finally ignite into open war. The invasion begins, a moment that changes history forever. China has spent years preparing for this. Massive military modernization, new aircraft carriers, long-range missiles, and a powerful rocket force. Beijing believes it is ready to reclaim what it calls a lost province. Taiwan, meanwhile, is a thriving democracy. Its location as critical control of Taiwan means control of the sea lanes that connect Asia to the Pacific. Both sides know that whoever holds Taiwan holds the balance of power in Asia. The war begins with shock and fire. Before dawn, China launches thousands of ballistic and cruise missiles. Runways, ports, radar stations, and command centers are engulfed in flames. In hours, Taiwan's navy is crippled, its air force nearly destroyed. Chinese cyber attacks cut communication lines. Millions of civilians wake up to blackouts, broken internet, and the sound of explosions across the strait, the largest amphibious invasion since D-Day begins. Warships, landing craft, and civilian ferries packed with soldiers cross the waters. Helicopters roar overhead, carrying airborne troops to Taiwan's rear areas. Chinese Marines storm Taiwan's beaches. Tanks roll onto the sand. Soldiers scramble under heavy fire. Behind them, paratroopers land deep inland, cutting highways and ambushing reinforcements. But Taiwan resists. Mobilized ground forces, reservists, and civilians rush to the fight. Every river crossing, every mountain road becomes a defensive strongpoint. Taiwan knows if the beaches fall, the island falls. Taiwan's shore-based missiles strike back. Hidden in forests and caves, they unleash salvos on Chinese ships. The strait becomes a graveyard of burning vessels and sinking ferries. As the battle rages, Washington debates should America intervene. Strategic ambiguity is over. Within days, U.S. submarines and bombers are ordered into action. Japan, too, is pulled into the war. Chinese strikes on Japanese bases force Tokyo's hand. Japanese jets scramble to defend their skies, while American fighters launch from Okinawa and Guam. Beneath the waves, U.S. submarines attack. Torpedoes rip through Chinese amphibious ships. Entire convoys vanish beneath the sea. But for every ship sunk, more keep coming. Above Taiwan, a massive air battle unfolds. Hundreds of Chinese jets clash with U.S. and Japanese aircraft. The sky is filled with contrails, flares, and falling wreckage. Taipei plunges into darkness. Power plants are destroyed. Water is scarce, and millions huddle in shelters. Taiwan's people endure not only war, but humanitarian collapse. The U.S. Navy pushes carriers forward, but they become prime targets. Chinese missiles rain down on carrier groups. In one strike, an American aircraft carrier is hit, sending shockwaves through the world. By the second week, the invasion bogs down. Taiwan's defenders counterattack, cutting off isolated Chinese units. Without resupply, thousands of soldiers are forced to surrender. American bombers unleash waves of long-range anti-ship missiles. Entire Chinese fleets are annihilated far from shore. The cost to China is staggering. China retaliates by striking U.S. bases in Japan and Guam. Runways cratered, aircraft destroyed on the ground. Yet reinforcements keep arriving, sustaining the fight. The war becomes a brutal stalemate. Cities burn, fleets sink, the skies are littered with wreckage. Casualties climb into the tens of thousands on all sides. By week 3, the tide turns. China's amphibious fleet is shattered, its marines stranded. Taiwan still stands, battered but unbroken. Yet victory comes at a terrible price. The United States loses 2 carriers, hundreds of aircraft, and thousands of lives. Taiwan's economy is devastated, its cities in ruins. China, too, is left in shock. Tens of thousands of troops lost, its navy crippled, its prestige shaken. Inside Beijing, whispers of political crisis grow louder. Even in victory, the U.S. faces deep wounds. Its global military posture is weakened, rivals emboldened, allies shaken. The question arises, was the cost too high? For China, defeat brings uncertainty. The Communist Party faces anger at home, whispers of instability, and a military that has been bloodied in full view of the world. The lessons are clear: wars in the modern age are brutal, costly, and unpredictable. Even the strongest militaries cannot escape the price of hubris. This is the first battle of the next war, a warning of what may come. The future of Taiwan, and the balance of power in the Pacific, may be decided not in speeches or diplomacy but in fire and steel.